Hey everybody, it's Mike. Welcome back to the stream. It's been a little while, but we're gonna play some more Disco Elysium. Last time we stopped the, I think everybody had gone to sleep, and our dude seems to have woken up here in a dreamlike state. So we're gonna play a little bit. Gotta take a short break in about 30 minutes, but then I'll be right back. So yeah. Let's just get started. So I did a little bit of reading in between this stream and the previous stream, and the thought cabinet down here. Oh, I can't access it right now. So that's something that I'm going to go back into and kind of change up a little bit, because evidently once those thoughts are like researched, they get locked in place, and you have to spend a skill point to swap them out. And so I don't know that I want to make sure I'm picking ones that like fit my character, kind of the idea I have for him. So we're gonna go in and once we get back to non-dream state and do a little bit of editing there. All right, so let's just see what's going on here. So I don't really have any. I guess that I'm gonna be kind of limited with where I can go. Looks like they want me to go up here to the body. We're actually going to inspect the body today. Promise. 9 hours into the game and haven't looked at the body yet. Oh no! That looks like me. It's a disco ball too. Alright.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
Do I remember the scent of my childhood? I don't really remember anything.
Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
I was left. Said who? Tell me what this is. I was left. I think she left me, so that's what I'm going to pick.
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle, and the other on your dick. Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you.
Dear, that doesn't sound
Tell
good.
me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
Yeah, I can get it back. I can redeem myself.
No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed me.
Well, fine
You
then.
failed Elysium.
Ooh, what is Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Isolas on the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history.
So Elysium is everything.
You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people, and you failed every single one of them.
Wow.
You really fucked up.
Must have. I don't. It feels like if whatever he failed in seems to have doomed the entire society.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours, bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
My mind is tired and broken. Help me. I'm trying to solve this case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
Something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad. This dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
Exactly. There's another type? This poor guy's been through a lot.
Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry.
Oh, is it time to get up, huh?
Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Well, that's not nice to say. That's not what... Poor guy. His own brain is, like, working against him. Alright. Let's see if we can solve the case. Looks like I've healed myself. That's good. Alright, so what's going on here? Their chemistry. Good morning, buddy. Oh, good going, buddy. What was that? I just had the most beautiful dream. Uplifting, rejuvenating. Is that how it's going to be now when I close my eyes? Yes, wait till you see the one with the chicken in it, or the chick in it. It's going to be a good one. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night. What is going on with me? You mean, why are you so tired, too tired, and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think. Why is this happening? No, that's not it. Really, I feel super good. Why is this happening? It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. So I'm coming down, I guess. You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline. Wait, what is speed? I need to get more of it then. Detecting is my life. No, I can take this. I'm not going to go looking for speed. I think we're gonna redeem ourselves here. Try to sober up. Are you sure? Ready to live as the pathetic shell of your of yourself for days? Basically a week? Let's be honest, 2 weeks, maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired. Who am I kidding? Of course I want some. That's a lie. I can do without the speed. Half the town won't be dead. You are opting out. Suit yourself, slow said Shellman. See how you do without your spark. We're gonna do better. Okay, I don't see anything else here. Alright, thought cabinet. Actually, it seems like we have... Ask Renee about the photo that I picked up. Oh, I gotta find money for... Gotta have $20, 20 real by 2100. Which I do, so as long as I don't spend it all. It should be good. So let's go through this real quick before the stuff locks in. Alright, the long way home. This is him kind of trying to figure out where he lives. I think I do want that. See yourself the white morning. Guys, get further and further away. You see yourself from above. You're passed out on the blue tiles of the hostel room floor. Even from this distance, you can see your eyelids flutter. The mention of what? A great white object, letting out its sweet smell like a lily of the valley. The little man's forgotten its name, but he still remembers the feeling. And look, he moves. The feeling animates him. Instinctively reaches out. The feeling's best friend, a bottle of Commodore Red. Puts on his disco clothes and gets smaller and smaller. I'm not really sure what that is. The bow collector. Sparks fall like snow from the bow collector streetcar number 42 slowly down the slope of the Voyager Road, east on B206, but across the river to where there are no closed factories or ruins to study. At the academy. Electrical cables run overhead. The bow collector draws across them like a musical instrument. A flash. She's standing at the rear window, holding onto the rail in a spring coat, waving at you. So this seems like it has something to do with his former wife. We'll definitely keep that. Don't think I want this one. Rigorous self-critique. You're one sorry piece of crap. A cop penitent, a flagellant cop monk. This is not the right line of work for you. You should be groveling at the feet of a feudal lord, providing lurid evidence against yourself at a show trial or ripping the flesh from your back. Yeah, I get it. Whatever made you this way, you can be damn sure it was your own fault. Do it really criticize yourself. Who knows? You might uncover something important. Guilt-ridden past. Uh, kind of. If this is really about his past, I kind of do like that. So, sure. Keep that one for now. Unless we find a better one I want to slide in there. Okay. Here we go. Don't have anything in here. Let's go. Time to do some detecting. Or if our friend is already... Looks like he's already out of his room. Oh, it does. It does right there. Sleeping heals your health and morale. Oh, wow. That's good. Those guys weren't there before. Oh, our old lady friend is back. Looks like Kim wants to talk to us, too. Good morning, Kim.
Morning.
Morning. He gives you a quick nod. Looks like we can get to work at once. The Union muscle turned up. Points to the mess hall doors. They look rowdy. We should talk to them. What do you mean, rowdy? So we've got, why do we need to talk to them? What do you mean, rowdy? Are these the men Gart told us about yesterday? And let's roll. So let's see why we want to talk to them. Everything points to Dockworkers Union. The tracks in the mud, the circumstances in Martinez are my preliminary information. Which may, of course, all be wrong, but we still need to talk to them, and it won't be easy. What do you mean, rowdy? I mean, ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the Union, these men here. These the men Gart told us about yesterday. I completely forgot. He looks at his notes. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it, loud and nasty, just like the manager said. Oh, good. Crosses something out. One loose thread less to worry about, one big problem to replace it. So many of them, maybe we should call in reinforcements. Yeah. That would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the... Oh, man. Debardeurs Union. Alright, that's everything here. Let's roll. One more thing before we do. He glances at the booth again. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business. Yeah, streetwise, zoom right past. Do it on your own terms. But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder? They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place anyway. I leave the choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me. I really feel like we should go find the body first. Maybe if we can go ahead and pay for a room for tonight. That'd be good.
Can I help you?
Got my bill for tonight. Yeah, let's go ahead. Pay up. Done. Alright. What's going on with, I think her name's Lena.
Just a moment.
She's agitated, judging from the way she keeps pulling at the frayed edge of her blanket.
And there's no public phones nearby.
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, Mum.
The cafeteria's manager appears genuinely apologetic.
It's fine. I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
Good day, ma'am. Everything all right? Sorry, ma'am. I didn't mean to eavesdrop up on your conversation. Tell me how I might make it up to you. You seem busy. I'll come back. All right, let's see what's going on.
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working.
Maybe we can help her.
The Union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
Oh, these phones are dead. Wait, what's wrong with the phone
The
line?
manager was vague about it.
Why would he be vague about the phone problems? This is something to look into later. Ask Gart, maybe. Why do you need to use the phone?
To let the young woman who is house-sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and Gary were supposed to be back on Monday night, but they're still missing and I haven't heard from them.
Oh no.
I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
Little missing persons puzzle might just be the thing to take your mind off the hangover. Okay, I'll bite. Has your husband gone missing before? Sounds like a sad thing. No way, we definitely want to help her.
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully. But you have more important things to worry about.
She glances out the window toward the bay. More important than a missing expedition? I don't know. Expeditions often lead to something interesting. What is this expedition your husband was on? So your husband is some kind of scientist. Tell me more about morale. Looks, character, your relationship. I don't know if you've noticed about me, but actually I have lost all my memory of the world and myself. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, well, let's start here. What is this expedition your husband was on? Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect. But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the water lock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. She sighs. What could be keeping them? The water lock that was broken, could it be that? Wait, who's this Gary person? Do you trust him? She smiles. Oh, sweetie, it's nothing like that. Gary's as loyal as they come. I trust him with my husband's life any day. Alright, the water lock to the other side of the coast is broken. They're probably just stuck over there. Oh my, what happened to the water lock? You may not believe it, but it looks like some maniac crashed his motor carriage into it. That's, you know, it's blocked by a big butter billboard. It fell right into the river. Probably just some technical problem. It was the motor carriage thing, right? Oh, sweetie, if it weren't for you, I'd be looking forward to another sleepless night. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. She turns to the lieutenant. Thank you both. You're welcome. She turns back to you. I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband. Yes, some left-field scientific research is exactly what you need right now. Funk up that vanilla murder investigation. That's funny. And if you see him, let him know. Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired and it's cold out there. If I see him, I'll let him know you're here, when or if I get there. Yes, accept the task. So your husband is some kind of scientist? Oh yes, she says, a pinch of pride, a zoologist, a cryptozoologist to be more precise. What is cryptozoology? It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends. Lieutenant sounds unimpressed. That's one opinion, yes, and people are entitled to their opinions. She's used to playing off such insults casually, but they still affect her. My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby. It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious. Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research. Alright, Encyclopedia, the quality of research at Ravicolian universities has been on the decline, but you doubt there was ever a time when cryptozoology was embraced by the academic elite. Alright, so that unlocked a suggestion that I have very low. And maybe you could convince her to tell you about some cool cryptids. Actually, that would be really cool. But I have a very low suggestion, 0. Tell me more about morale. Looks, character, your relationship? Oh dear, I'm not sure where to begin. What does your husband look like? Well, this expression is slightly grumpy. His expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's, and his palms are quite coarse from all the field work but he's quite gentle. Logic. Can't go around Revachol feeling grown men's hands. If you want to find her husband, you'll need more concrete information. That's funny. I like that idea, though. Let's try again. Why don't you try describing him as you would one of your cryptids? Yes. Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame, and he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even. The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description. One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, you know, just in case. How long have you been married? We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Her smile is soft. Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow. How did the two of you meet? Via a dating agency, I'm ashamed to say. I was looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident, and we just divorced. We hit it off, and here we are. She smiles wistfully. She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps she'll find out more later. I think I have all the information I need. Let's move on. Tell me more about this rare insect your husband is looking for. Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating. She catches herself, but I shouldn't bore you with the entomological minutia. Lieutenant gives you a sideways glare. No, I want to hear about the insect. You're right. I don't have time. No, I definitely want to hear about the insect. Well, she hesitates. It's a phasmid, technically, but encyclopedia. Ah, yes, Phasmatodia, a diverse group of insects whose bodies resemble twigs, leaves, that sort of thing. Ghost insects, colloquially. Where other phasmids imitate sticks or leaves, this one's a living reed. It disguises itself among the reeds here on the Insulindian coast. She looks you in the eye and nods thoughtfully. Hence its name, the Insulindian phasmid. Perhaps you'll end up co-discovering the phasmid with us, officers. I knew it, the lieutenant sighs. We're going to be chasing made-up insects with cryptozoologists. It's not made up, officer, I can assure you. It's simply elusive, so much so that most establishment zoologists doubt it exists at all. What makes you think the phasmid is around here? So it's dangerous, it's valuable. Does it have cool powers? What makes you think it's around here? Well, some teenagers making out in the reeds saw one. They didn't know what it was, of course, but there was a brief article in a local newspaper about their encounter with a ghost insect that looks like the reeds. Gary sent us the clipping. So a newspaper clipping is all the evidence you have? Of course, most phasmid sightings turn out to be false alarms, but their descriptions match the Insulindian phasmid perfectly, and they didn't even know what they were looking at. Enthusiasm has wiped the worry from her face. Her eyes sparkle behind her glasses. You seem really excited about this cryptid. I suppose I have something of a personal connection to the Insulindian phasmid. All scientists have their little hobby horses. Do you think this... Okay, we already checked that one. So is it dangerous? She chuckles to herself. Not at all. Why else would it hide itself so carefully? Is it valuable? Oh, I doubt it. No, I doubt it. No one gets into cryptozoology for the money. Does it have cool powers? Yes. It can blend in almost perfectly amongst the reeds. Her face lights up at the thought of it. It's how it stayed hidden all these years, centuries even. Okay, what's so special about this stick bug then? Oh, we're really close to a thought cabinet thing. Oh dear, I'm afraid I'm not explaining this very well. It is very special. The woman's face flushes with embarrassment. What if I click that right now? Is it done? I don't know how to tell. Do I click? I don't think it's done. I think it's like really close. Oh, maybe. Yeah, I can't click the solution yet. Breakthrough imminent. Okay, so it's like right there. I don't know if you... I'm not going to tell her I don't know what I'm doing. That's not good. I'm going to see if she'll tell me about a cool cryptid, though. Aww. You're an enthusiastic idiot, but you're still an idiot. want to know everything about cryptids, living cryptids, extinct cryptids, marine cryptids, land cryptids. Bring it on. We don't have time for Cryptozoology 101. Let's get back to work. Fine. You're no fun, Kim. Alright, that's all for now. Cool. Thought complete. Lonesome long way home. Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41, through the market, past the Boogie Street Spearhead, to the other side of the lake, the Frozen Eye at the center of the district, then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of the street, lined with pine trees, a small house no longer than a matchbox. 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone, and so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now. Your learning cap for perception is raised to 5. Speed gives and saw. Oh, well, I don't have any speed, so... The learning cap for perception has been raised to 5. It's perception. Oh, it's over here. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool. I actually have a ability. Could level up perception, actually. See, hear, smell, everything. Let no detail go unnoticed. Or do I want to level up something else? I still don't have a good idea of how many points like I'm getting throughout the game. Perception seems like a good thing to have. Sure. Drama doesn't play the actor lie, detect lies. That would be good. Understand creativity. Like I want to detect lies. Choose your treat the world as a stage. Enables you to lie, to concoct the most elaborate and wonderful stories. What does this do? Perception wants you to be open to the world with eyes, ears, nose working at full capacity. Enables you to take in what others don't notice. Little wad of bills hide away in the sugar bowl. The odor of a perp hiding beneath the floorboards. High levels perception takes in every final detail of the physical world, enough to overwhelm all but the strongest mind. However, with low levels, you are going to miss out on everything. After all, you can't arrest what you can't hear or smell. Yeah, I like that. I'll take that. Kind of spread out my points. Maybe I should start like really stacking them in. High Levels Encyclopedia shares its wealth of knowledge to an almost overwhelming degree. Oy. They give you crucial breakthroughs. It's more often will clutter your mind with useless tidbits. With low levels of Encyclopedia, though, you will be forced to work with only the clues in front of you without any background knowledge. Coping is going to be tough. Maybe I should start like leveling the ones I've picked up. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, cool. Where? Let's talk to him about the phone lines. Oh, I guess I can't. Yeah, it doesn't seem to have added anything about the phone lines. Maybe that'll come up again later. There's something right here. It's interesting. I think I can go get my dice from the dice maker. Made the call. Track down your badge. Pick up the dice. Yep. They should be ready. I kind of want to go investigate the body before I come back to talk to these guys.
Let me handle this.
You seem a little different today. Less hospitable.
I think this was the girl that was outside yesterday that gave me the gloves.
You are far from home, Lieutenant. This isn't a district known for its love of self-proclaimed militiamen.
You're not a gardener. Enough, let's talk seriously. I mean, no trouble here. Here to do my job, that's all. You're right, Lieutenant. She did seem familiar sitting on the corner. Yeah, I mean, no trouble. I'm just here to do my job. Not a muscle moves in her face, but her eyes trace yours, stern and perceptive.
You are looking for Titus Hardy, who you think has information on the murder the RCM is investigating. You want to interview him.
Okay.
That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong-arming, nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
Martinez, hey, actually, it was pretty
It
close.
doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
Logic. Could this be the Miss Beaufort that Easy Leo mentioned? The one Mr. Everett sent to school? Could be. But you're rolling all this. Are you Lizzie, Elizabeth, Miss Beaufort? But if I want to talk to you, not Titus, what are you going to do to me? Huh. Well, I kind of want to ask both of these. Let's ask. I suggest not wasting time on trivial pleasantries and focus on why you are actually here. Titus Hardy, she points to the tall man by the table. Even though she has excellent control over herself, something moved behind her eyes in the way she stands in her face. Easy, Leo told me about you. He likes to talk a lot. You're not here to chat up the legal counsel, you're here to question these men. So this is the person that he sent to college. What if I want to talk to you, not Titus? What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority in Martinez. You are no one. What is your role in all this? Obviously, I'm a lawyer, a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union. She crosses her arm. I would urge you to consider what you say to my clients. What are you going to do to me? The lieutenant is not satisfied with this approach. What are we going to do to you? She starts laughing. It's a cold laughter devoid of joy. The union isn't going to do anything to you. It's not a crime syndicate. It's a labor organization. A gruff humph from the table. That's funny. If anything, it's the RCM who do things to people. She shakes her head. But we digress. Why are you so aggressive? Aggressive. You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers. Humph. So you are spying on us, and now you represent murder suspects. Just dock workers. Listen, you Moreland lackeys? Alright. You're a mob enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revocol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're the bodyguards. You're their bodyguards. This guy, he's just out there, huh? Tall, broad-shouldered man takes a sip of his beer. So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders. The world needs a financial buffer zone. No need to get emotional. The privatization is not unlawful. It's cool and funny. Maybe you're just not historic. I don't know where you heard that, but it's wrong. The RCM is principled and strong, unlike your socialists. I liked that. Good start. Let's take it a step further. Armed uprising. Where's the one of the huge plan? Let's do that. Let's ask those questions. Okay. Alright, I should talk to Titus then. Good to know. I don't know. Again, I feel like we should probably go to actually do that investigation of the body first before we go talk to those guys. That just seems smart. Okay. I think we last time. Oh, cool! Did not know I could use WASD to move. That's a happy accident. So, oh, this guy's new. Seems like some people kind kind of have moved around a little bit. I need to go talk to him about the picture I found. What's this guy doing here? Make my own way. It's all. Always have, always will. Yeah, there's somebody up here like shopping for books. That's pretty cool. Oh my. Working class woman. You see a sturdy woman humming to herself. She seems to be browsing books. Ceremony's just hello. A good one.
Yes, hello?
She nods, her attention fully focused on reading. Who are you?
Me? No one.
She looks
I'm
up
just a
briefly,
working
no one.
class
I'm
woman.
just working class woman. If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working? Shouldn't a working class woman be working? What are you doing?
Looking for something to read.
She reverts her attention to a worn out paperback. Good, good.
It is.
I'm a policeman.
I know you are.
Okay.
Everyone can see that. The rectangles.
Oh, okay. Do you need help of a policeman? This is funny.
What with?
She tries hard to focus on the book stand. What with? A lot of things. For example, people tend to go missing. Maybe your husband is missing. Watch her browse the books. That's all for the moment. I'll let you read. That's fair. She doesn't seem like she's... She doesn't seem like she's got a lot going on. She just wants a book. So, no need to bother her further. I remember... Didn't like come up here and explore all the way, and I wonder if that's how you get to that back area. Ooh, that back area. I thought it like dead-ended. It's a bird. Yeah, I didn't come all the way up here. I should have last time. Actually, but you know, first we should go inspect the body. That's what we said we were going to do. That's what we should do. Oh, I've got something going on here. Oh, I'll get that back. Whoa. What have we here? A bridge. A bridge with loose nails and rot-infested wood that creaks in the wind. A construction code violation if there ever was one. Whatever, let death come. I'm a Revocolian badass. Kim, it looks like we've got a construction code violation. Guess I'll have to take my chances. I'm gonna do that. The lieutenant looks around. True, they never cleaned up the war damage. The rest of Revocol looks better, though. But Lieutenant, think about the splinters. The bridge is fine enough. Locals use it all the time, after all. It's nothing to worry about. He adjusts his glasses, shall we? That's funny. Alright, to the body. To the body. We could go get the dice first, because I think it's like, dice are like right through here, right? Let's go get the dice. Practically on the way! Whoops. I didn't think about that at the bottom. Alright, let's go. I hate that I dropped that one die. Alright, up we go. Oh yeah, ooh, forgot about the whole light. Should I hold this? Can I do things with it if I hold it? Actually, I need to use it again because I need to like read my old case notes. Something just sounded like it happened. What does it give me bonus-wise? +1 in Inland Empire, +1 empathy, -2 authority. I don't really use authority, so it's probably fine. Does the flashlight give me any bonuses? No. Just a flashlight. Came back to pick up my die. Shivers. Came back to pick up my die. Very good. That will be 7 real for 1 custom. Wait. I thought I already paid her. I guess I didn't pay her. I paid. It must have I don't do orders on credit. Come back when you have the full amount. Well, I thought I paid up front. I guess I didn't. Alright. Out we go. We're gonna figure that whole, over-the-air RPG game thing out. I'm gonna figure that out. That was pretty interesting. I guess I could let that keep melting, but that just doesn't... I feel like that's gonna damage whatever is in there, and I don't want to do that. So... Alright. Oop, don't need my flashlight anymore. Get rid of that. It's kind of weird how he holds his clipboard. Oh, wait, that girl's outside. How do you get up there? It's the girl that we talked to, at the very beginning of the game. I don't know how you get up there. Getting very distracted by everything. I have yet to actually look at the body. I wonder if that's how you get through that. Is there a door I'm missing? Because there's the way out onto like that little balcony where the shoe was. Then I don't see any other way. There's got to be a way, right? Or else, why is it there? No? It's like she's just up there. I wonder if she has a cool, like her room has a way to that balcony. I don't see it here. Way. Oh wow, that wasn't there before. Kim tries not to look at your broken down bedroom door. Kim also tries not to look at the pile of tape viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. All just too morbid to ignore. The man is finding it hard not to trip on the tape and not to send any of the bottles rolling across the floor, where unidentifiable sludge makes it hard for him to breathe. Smells of vomit here. I'm sorry for this. No problem, officer. He takes a step towards the door, like he'd like to leave. Yeah, that probably wasn't smart. She has a way up to the balcony in her room. Knock. Alright, try the handle. Alright. Well, I really want to know how you get up there. Fair enough. Maybe someday I'll find out. Alright, let's get back outside and get ready to go look at the body. Alright, I'm going to take a short break, and then I will be right back. Till then, just hang out. Alright, I'm back. It's time to finally investigate the body. Let's do it. We already looked at those footprints. Went over here. We still don't know how to get back here, but I'm wondering if maybe it's from coming around the top that we were looking at earlier. Oh, had a little... The ladders for kids wouldn't hold the weight of a grown man. Alright, here we go. Am I supposed... What did I have a... Let me check. Did I have a quest to talk to Kuno again? The clothes in the trash. Yeah. Ask Kuno if he knows anything about the victim's clothes in the trash. Ugh. Alright. Alright, Kuno.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
Oh, man, okay. Figure out what's going on with this kid. Very low. Found your shack. Have more questions about the crime scene. Alright, let's try that. The dead man's clothes were in the trash container. Point to the container. How did they get there? The ladder. Ever climb it? Point to the ladder. Alright, let's point to the trash container. Yeah, Kuno doesn't know about that. Okay. I need to know. It could be a lead in the investigation. Someone may have tampered with the murder scene. Listen, listen. Kuno doesn't care. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there. Dumpster diving. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. 500 real. I'm good. You'd have to be blind not to notice the giant white letters FLAN running down his trouser legs. Wait, I asked you what happened to his clothes. You must have seen them lying around. Alright, entertain me. What's so great about these pants? No, Kuno, you don't know anything about the tampering. I'm investigating and I already have pants. Look, Kuno ain't seen lying around, blah blah blah. He points to the cadaver. Now you want to performance gear or not? The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression could say, I told you so, louder. Could not say. That's funny. Alright, I really don't want to talk to him any more than I have to. It's in the greenhouse. Don't know. I wonder who the gardener is. Kipped is a pejorative term. Describing people of South Seminoles or Areopagiate descent. It used to be a common first name amongst Areopagites of Ilmara. Not much anymore. The gardener used to work there. The gardener. She's actually not a gardener. Turns out she's a union fixer. Used to work there? Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat. So she took off. Kuno can take it. He fills his lungs with rancid air. His eyes get a little watery. Okay, gardener. She's actually a union fixer. What does that have to do with Kuno? Kuno doesn't care who she is. But the ladder. So you would say the ladder is unclimbable. That's funny. It's a trap, Kuno. Don't climb it. Let's see. Also, mug. Mug. Is this about clothes? No. Does this adequate depiction? Is it quite better? Okay. Alright. I have a 2 empathy. I'm off. I really don't like... I don't want to talk to Kuno. Here we go. Investigating the body. The hanged man. This is how this all started. Corpse looks at you with its bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. Swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath. Look down. The Hanged Man. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. Smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils. I didn't know you could clench your nostrils. God, what is that? Why is it so bad? Go. Oh, I guess you're doing that. Let go of your nose without throwing up. Unless you've waited long enough. It's a 2. Why is it so bad? Active decay. The lieutenant raises a white piece of linen to his nose. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging. Ah, so I don't have a choice. Let's just see what happens. Oh wow, actually got pretty close. The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth. More instant, more familiar. Anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. Fills your mind, flushing you from within. Let it out. Ugh. Gross. Oh, really? Was that necessary? Okay. Done. You let it out. You feel a great force wringing you from the stomach. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst. Ugh. Until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid. The smell of Commodore Red rises from the pool. Among it, distilled spirit bits of shish kebab. I'm sorry. It's okay. Happens to everyone. The lieutenant hands you white handkerchief. Keep it. Thanks. Wipe your mouth. That's nice. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. Okay, where do I get ammonia from? I don't... There's the Frit nearby. Maybe they have some in the apothecary. If they don't, he points to the greenhouse. There's a greenhouse here and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the Whirling in Rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell. Be clever. Tutorial agent. Like this tutorial agent I've been playing for 10 hours. I probably should have come here earlier. Having the ammonia is a modifier to the endurance check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them. Okay. Turn away. Yeah, probably should have come here first. Items. Lieutenant's handkerchief. That's cool. Whoops. Wrong button. That's funny. That'll teach me for exploring too much and not following the story. I don't think she's going to be able to tell me much.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Yeah.
Why are you wasting your time?
Fair enough. She's not really a gardener. I have $4. Let's see if we can get in that greenhouse. Shh. Sorry. It's okay. Calm down, buddy. Alright, here we go. Let's see if we can get around to the other side this way. What's all this stuff? That's a sign. That's a sign. That's a boat down there. Well, these are a lot of new places here, aren't they? The girl up there, did she spill the paint? It's Inside the frame is a motorcycle in repair and the tools used to disable it. I don't know if I can get up there. Looks like there was more construction here once decades ago. Docking reserved for residents of Rue de Saint Ghislaine, 33A. Your room in the whirling isn't much bigger than this sloop. This is worth more than you'll ever earn in all your life. Belly of this boat shines like it was recently painted. Cool. Ooh, what's in there? All these boxes. Magnesium. Take it. Joyce Messier, a striking woman, leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling at you as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Good morning, officers. I'm Joyce.
She extends her hand in greeting.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbor. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
She steps closer and holds out her hand over the railing. Joyce L. What does the L stand for? Shake her hand. Don't shake her hand. Let's shake her hand.
I'm glad to see you here.
Her grip is tight and cold. Like steel, there is strength in there. If she wanted, she could sink her nails deep into your skin.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
Kim's covering for me. He's trying to signal something. He wants you to play up your condition. Happens quicker than a shooting star, but did the lieutenant just wink at you?
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
You're on a boat? Why, yes, I am. She looks at the deck under her feet. Green and white sails flutter overhead. Not a lot of people own boats. On boats, are there? Does she have a name? Do you have a license for this boat? Not a lot of people on boats. Of course there are. She looks around. We are an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around? Wait, we're on an archipelago? Okay, sure. He wanted me to play it up. Yes, we are. She raises her brow. We're on Lacao. Technically, the neighboring Ozon and Fas-a-la-Mer island groups are archipelagos, while Lacao, by contrast, is a single fertile landmass, the fourth largest island in the world. It's not an archipelago. Wait, I thought Lacao was one big island. Still, I haven't seen anyone else sail a boat around here. Oh, let's try that. Okay, she gives you a crooked smile. If you want to get technical, the point is we're all on islands here. And sail is still the most expedient way to get from one island to another, especially when you're in a hurry to resolve a strike. Still, I haven't seen anyone else sail a boat around here. I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Caprice Kinema motor carriage either. Actually, the lieutenant becomes defensive. The motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy. Neither is this. The woman pats the cabin hard top. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands. You need to make this lady admit she's only riding around on this boat because she's rich. Why? Why? What? Stop thinking. Take her down. It'll come off like I'm envious, and I'm not. Why am I even thinking about this? I have police work to do. Actually, yes, I need to nail her for this. Why am I thinking about this? I have police work to do. It'll come off as envious. Yeah, I have police work to do. Have it your way. Does she have a name? The boat? No, it's called Cor de Light 19 because that's the type of sloop it is. What kind of boat is it? It's a pleasure craft, a 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing, though these days I mainly use it for business. How do you like it? My sloop? I like it a lot. Her lips curl into a wry smile. It's the eel's hips, baby. Okay. I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with murder we're investigating. Alright, Kim, come on. Do you have a license for this boat? Officer, I assure you I am a highly qualified pleasure craft operator. The crowns on her teeth are porcelain white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Her nonchalance might be related to something called the Wayfarer Act, a law that says she doesn't need a license. Sly Fox, you're not aggressive enough to harass her further on this. I think I've handled the boat thing. Good. She takes a sip of her thermal cup. Tell me about Wild Pines. What do you do? What we do, I'm afraid, I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking. There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely represent. What do they do? The Pines' core competency is logistics, container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. She points to the small dots on the horizon. See those airships there blinking? Those are the shipping side. Those are the shipping side of things. Then to the east, toward the harbor, and that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil, and gas exploration, offshore platforms. The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revocalian Indo tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo tribes remain. Who are the other Indo tribes? You're in good company, it seems. How much money does Wild Pines have? Got it. Tell me something else. Who are the other Indo tribes? Saint Baptiste, an unknown entity known as Brightest Star. You're in good company, it seems. Why, thank you. She does not register the real meaning of the remark. How much money does Wild Pines have? I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheets, but I can tell you that last year the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue. That sounds like a lot. That's it? I thought Wild Pine was supposed to be big time. Numbers like that mean nothing to me. Wow. Okay. Yes. 20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. But then there are capital improvements, investments, interest payments. A wave hits the sloop. She grasps the mainstay for balance. A conglomerate the size of Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It's a tremendous responsibility. Where does Wild Pines get all these billions? That's all I need to know. Where do you get the billions? They started as an exploration and cargo fleet, conducting trade between the Samaran and Enceladian isolas 250 years ago, when Pine's ships explored the South Semines and charted Lo Manthang on behalf of the suzerain. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into the endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it. Probably helps to start out with a royal monopoly. What does such a huge system want with a place like this? It does probably help to start with a royal monopoly. You know more than you let on. She takes a sip and looks you over afresh. Certainly it helped, but most of the original Indo tribes have failed or been absorbed. To survive, Wild Pines had to grow and adapt. No suzerain did that. What does such a huge system want with things like this? You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners? She gives you a little smile. Who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo? 8% of all cargo in the world? That's quite an endeavor indeed. You don't keep it moving, the workers do. The company is nothing without them. 8%'s a lot, yeah. The 15th Indo tribe. She nods forcefully. There are no minor cogs in the system. Each terminal must be accounted for. lest the entire system break. Every hiccup in such a system means thousands lose their jobs the world over. I'm here to assure that doesn't happen. Alright, what can you tell me about the strike? Everything. She smiles right up to, but not including, trade secrets. Wait, what if I want to hear about trade secrets? What is your role in this precisely? I have other questions. What if I want to hear trade secrets? First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade and Elements, I guess. That gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus. How do I repeal it then? Wouldn't want to disturb an octopus. Better let it be. I'm glad you see it that way. To repeal an act would mean repealing the coalition government, the one that leases you the right to police West Rebecca. You'd be shooting yourself in the foot, in other words. Leave it alone. But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike. What is your role in this precisely? I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counter offer. And how are the talks going? They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago after that awful lynching took place. Wait, she just admitted that the lynching and the strike are connected. Now they won't even let me into the harbor. That's a 2.2M racist behemoth blocking the gates. 2.2 meter? Tell us more about the behemoth. So the strike is connected to the lynching. Behemoth. What can I say? The union employs a giant covered in tattoos. She pauses. A racist giant. I guess that's part of their big tent organization now. That must be the guy that I did not choose to go and try to get by. So the strike is connected to the lynching. Her eyes narrow. Yes, I believe there is a connection, but that's subject for later. So, how were the talks going before the lynching? Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived. And when did you first arrive? I arrived 3 weeks ago. Wow. She thinks, yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site like the RCM. He looks at his notes, but the strike began in December. I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations. This is the first time the union has gone on strike. Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time, their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive. Ludicrous even. It's meant. What happened to this Gaumont? What are the demands? Scabs at the gates, did you put them there? What do you think of Everett? Okay, so what happened to this Gaumont? Mr. Clare told him to, how did he put it? She pauses to compose herself. F off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see. That's not nice. Okay then. Not cool. Okay then. Yes, keep in mind this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before and who was more than fair with him and the union. What are their demands? There are leaflets everywhere and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes. Every worker a member of the board. Most of the workers probably don't know what that means. I don't know what to think about that. Over-aggressive commie posturing. It seems like they have no idea about business. Forget it. I don't know what to think about that. Fortunately, they explained it. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about anything, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in this Martinez terminal. Just so you understand, this is but one of the 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of the Wild Pines group. An opening gambit, surely. The workers can't be kings. The king is king. King is dead, long live the workers. Sounds like an opening gambit. Proceed. What are you going to do? Proceed. Yeah, it's pretty funny. The workers can't be king. The king is king. The king is dead. Long live the workers. It's pretty funny. They are having a blast, but how can they afford it? After 4 months, my presumption was that they would prefer a more practical solution. Sounds like an okay. Yeah, sounds like an opening gambit. So I hope, she nodded, but this type of opening is usually followed by a more reasonable offer. I have yet to hear one, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now people are getting lynched. I hear behind the whirling and rags a disastrous situation, if there ever was one. Excuse me, the lieutenant looks up from his notes. From whom did you hear about this lynching? Her reply comes quick. I first heard about it from the Oya at the gates, the one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was call me mañana. This checks out. No, wait, the chief negotiator heard it from a man at the gates. Surely the Wild Pines group has more effective channels of information. After all, 2,200 people are on strike. This is a big deal for them. Scabs at the gate. Did you put them there? What do you think of Everart? The scabs, she raised her brow. You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock come to plead for work where the union refuses to? Don't let her answer it herself. No, I mean scabs. Let's call them strike breakers. You put them there, right? You're right. I don't know what got into me. Some of the degenerate dock worker lingo has rubbed off on me. Let's call them strike breakers. You put them there, right? If these strike breakers were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not yet, at least. This implies she's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion. What do you think of Everart? Everart Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first. She's being sarcastic. Don't take her performance literally. That's not what you really think, right? Of course not. Everart is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood. That's Everard, alright. He's the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother Edgar. Wait, there's two of them? Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over. It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues. What about the union itself outside the Brothers Clare? Let's talk. Okay. The Debadowers Union was once a perfectly normal institution 20 years ago. Anyway, it must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. She adjusts her hair, organized labor at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. Brothers Clare came and transformed it into, how do you say? She hesitates, looking for the right expression. A mob. The lieutenant says succinctly. The Debadowers are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, we're forced to cooperate with them. Refreshingly honest, officer. She nods. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everart and his brother. She turns to you and your opinion, detective. If I may ask, I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. She explains, what do you say the Debadowers Union is? An effective advocate of the rights of local working men? Giant leech sucking the life out of Revocol, basically a socialist mob. I prefer not to have opinions on these things. Giant leech sucking the life out of Revocol. Don't think they're effective. Basically a socialist mob. Oh, sure, giant leech. Indeed, a hungry one, she nods. Sadly, Wild Pines has cooperated with what amounts to a crime syndicate for 2 decades. However, However much you feed the leech always hungers. One more thing, you said something happened in the elections. I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, that previous forewoman of the Union, she disappeared. Disappeared? Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore, or coming to work ever. End of story. This forewoman, name? Yuri. What's her name? Sadly, the company records do not even give a name. She's just forewoman in private correspondence. Don't know if it's a surname, sir, or given name. Oh, in private correspondence, Holly. I don't even know if it's a sir or given name, and I don't have access to the union files. Some kind of extortion, probably. Indeed, the company suspects foul play, but there's nothing they could do. It was a union matter. The point of presentation is these kinds of things happen around the clears. Watch out when you're dealing with them. Alright, that's all I need to hear. Let's change the topic. Just tell me about the lynching. Quite a few things, I'm afraid. She falls silent for a moment, contemplating something. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask your names and badge numbers. Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. The lieutenant hands her a piece of paper, piece of blue plastic. I'm Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. He points to you, and this is my colleague from Precinct 41, Detective Dubois. I'm afraid Harry doesn't have his badge with him at the moment. I hope mine will suffice. Oh, and what happens to yours, Detective? She returns the lieutenant's badge and turns to you. I remember when my partner told you I'm recently suffering from an unusual medical episode? My lost badge is related to it. I see. She looks at you increasingly worried. So are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode? It's possible. After a night of heavy drinking, I lost all memory. Could have eaten it. For all I know, I don't remember anything. This world, this city, nothing. Yes. I can't hear you, darling. Speak up. It's possible. Alright, let's just be honest. Oh dear, she sighs with confusion. Sadness even. Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia. I don't even know how to respond. I do believe you. Naive as that may sound, I simply can't imagine what you'd be gained by faking such a condition. As I said, ma'am, the lieutenant interjects. His technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM. Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen the badge. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement. How do I negotiate my way out of this? Oh. Then I'll find it somehow. Let's talk about something else until I do. Let's just give it a shot. Fail. Feelings will guide the way. But madam, I need to know about this lynching. It's very important to me. Case I'm solving. I assure you, it is no small matter for me either. We all share the responsibility for disarming the situation. I hope you have a badge for me soon as possible. Okay. You have so much else. I have only this. Spread your hands. This is the entirety of my existence. She's silent. The wind flaps the sails. This boat, for example. And at home somewhere, I only have this case. Or, oh. Officer, the carbon fiber hull creaks. I don't remember anything except this lynching. There is only this coast, this lynching. This case is what? Okay. You know, she puts her foot on the guard wire. I don't mean to sound cold, but if you want something, you have to give something back, more than just guilt. You're doing it despite your own best efforts. You're still getting in somehow. I'll be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something tangible. Like what? The Union is conducting drug trade out of the harbor. It's an open secret in Martinez. Surely it must not come as a complete surprise to the RCM either. Perhaps it's time to look into it. Or you can find your badge, which honestly seems like a lost cause. Detective. The lieutenant closes his notebook. A word in private before we continue. Excuse me for a moment. Wow, you work hard. I do? Oh yes, you hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide. I guess I do, yeah. What hard work do I do exactly? Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 400,000 steps down the cracked asphalt, mosaic sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh. People are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride. I ride till I die. That's funny. Yeah, I ride a little. Not sure I ride. Oh, you do. You make money. You got gills, baby. Reading those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. Bring the Franconegros and the Solus. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop and a sprinter and a money printer. Oh, and then there's pawning stuff off to that suspicious where I guess I've made some gills. Yeah. Yeah, you're in the sales business. Shake 'em for shit and then pawn it off. That's terrible. Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Now ask yourself, are you rich? No, actually, rich. No, I'm actually not. Yes, quite. No, I'm not rich in any sense of the term. That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave. You're still practically a hobo. Why is that? Because of the guard guy. The system is broken. There is a market for corrupt cops out there, but the immigrant cops have price dumped it. Taxes, I don't know. Why am I so poor? Because I don't know. Because of the taxes. G-Man's got his jam covered. Sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, art. So much as sneeze. Aren't taxes almost non-existent in the gossamer state that is Revocol? Thought there were no taxes. You and I both, but they got those indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax, this tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus there's the stuff people in other countries pay for that makes them ask for money from you here. The gossamer state's a myth. In total, the coalition government is taking 98% of all your money. No way. I guess I'm a free market fundamentalist. Are you sure? That seems like a pretty big number. This isn't helping me solve my money problems. It's only making me into a free market type. Are you sure? There seems like a pretty big number. What are you not sure about? They're milking your nipples till they bleed. Can't you see? Aren't you sick and tired of having bloody nipples? Bleeding nipples are kind of a pain, but how will deregulation help with that? Opt in, but only a little. I'm not really sure what this means. Free market fundamentalist. I mean, if it's true that I'm getting taxed at 98%, that's pretty insane. Opt in, but only a little. That's funny. Sure. Let's be free market fundamentalist. Here you go, hustler. Fight the righteous fight. Free the people. Keep it real. Keep it street. Keep foaming at the mouth furiously on the tax issue. Wow. Okay, well, that was interesting. 15th Indo tribe. Indirect modes of taxation. First, if you have a side ideology cooking somewhere, don't sweat it. Fighting indirect taxation for the Gossamer state is compatible with all creeds. It's cool like that. You're a cool anarchist now, unless you don't want to be an anarchist. Whatever. Stuff this meal ticket in your eye socket and let's see if we can steal some love back from the robber barons at the customs agency and the banditos at the Insulindian Financial Oversight and Competence Committee. I don't even know what that means. Alright, this is the Indo tribe. Wild Pines, Felled Capri, Tricentennial, Years, and La Salle. Names of the Revicolian Indo tribe spring to your head, set loose at the mention of Wild Pines. Royal monopolies, octopuses, and swordfishes, most of them gone now. YBP, Expander, St. Baptiste, Brightest Star, Lum, Resplendent, East Insulindic, Walter, and El Cassette. Isn't one missing? Wait, no, there was only 14. Then why do you feel like there was a 15th? That sounds like something I'd want to know. Let's put it here. Wait, how do I do that? There we go. Okay. Now, that was weird. Alright, let's talk to Kim.
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
The lieutenant's voice is hush. How did you hope it would go? Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance and, you know, not volunteer us to be her henchmen. So we're her henchmen now? Really? I thought that was going so well. This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands. Maybe this is all her plan. She might have heard about you. Company must have more ears on the ground. She could have known about my condition. What do you propose, that we don't investigate the drug trafficking? Could just, you know, find my badge. Oh, he nods slowly. That would be fantastic. Do we have the time? The world is large and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters. The situation might have changed drastically by the time you locate it. Time is of the essence. What do you propose, that we don't investigate the drug trafficking? No, if there is a reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we're siding with the Union or that we're on their take. We'd never hear the end of it. What I propose is we ask her, then we investigate briefly. We adjust his glasses, but do not share the outcome of the investigation with her. We tell her it's done and demand for her information on the lynching. Company must have ears on the ground. She could have known about my condition. I wouldn't go that far. Her reaction did come off as sincere to me. I think she's just quick to adapt. She's professional after all. Alright. Let's get back to her.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Alright, tell me about the drug trafficking. It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Sumerian Isola into Revicol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years. Ingredients for what, ma'am? Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff. Let me get this straight. The materials come from Samara to Revicol through the terminal. Yes, after they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here. Wild Pines seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product, sells drugs, I mean? We're in logistics. It's our business to know, and know, as far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut. And you want us to investigate. Yes, but you won't get anything out of Everart and the Dockworkers Union. Still, she raises her bony finger. Every chain has its weak link. The handoff, the motor lorries at the roundabout. The lorries, am I going to... Yeah, the lorries. Precisely. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbor into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they are vulnerable. How convenient that they're stranded like beached whales at the roundabout. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment. She gives you a knowing look. Her irises are lighting green like the river Esperance in bright daylight. Upstream where it's clearer. I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share my company secrets with you. Uncovering Union secrets could also give you an upper hand when dealing with them. Why didn't you come to the RCM earlier? It's no coincidence the lorries are stranded there like that, is it? What proof do you have the Union is involved? I already have some suspicions that one of the drivers was present at the lynching. Actually, let's discuss something else. Okay, why didn't you come to RCM? We did on more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under. We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence. Well, she smiles and points towards the roundabout. Here's your chance. It's no coincidence the lorries are stranded. No, we asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However, she pauses looking at the sea. This is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the trade committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue. As she looks north, thousands of liters of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol, not the east across the river, but the west, the vulnerable, the weary. Well, at least this solves one mystery. What's that? What is that, Lieutenant? Why I had to call East Motor Tract and beg them to open the drawbridge for me, I wondered since I first drove in on my motor carriage. I am sorry for that inconvenience, Lieutenant Kutsuragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand. Proof do you have the Union is involved? How do you think they're financing the strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the fourth month straight. This was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it. With all due respects to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves. So you think the strike is being funded with the source ingredients for drugs? Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely. Then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you. I already have suspicions, but one driver was present at the lynching. The two might even be connected. Or not, though if you have evidence to the contrary, I'm eager to hear it. As eager as I am to share it, Lieutenant, once the job is done. Okay, I've made up my mind about the smuggling investigation. Proceed. We'll take this case, probe drivers, see what that yields. Excellent. She takes a long sip of tea. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. Should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance. She takes another long sip from her seemingly bottomless thermal cup. I have talked to Everard. You have, she smiles. And how did you like Mr. Clare? He's a beautiful man, beautiful and just. Everard Clare is a hero. He's a bloated rainbow socialist. I can do business with him. For a socialist, he's reasonable. He's not the champion I have chosen. I wish to swear him fealty to the cause of capital. It's not important if I liked him. I was just doing my job. Of course, Detective. Excuse me for implying otherwise. The RCM does not pick sides in this. I hope it doesn't come off any other way. Of course, and I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I am not a corrupt worm myself. She turns to you. However, if you felt like discussing something, how could I stop you? And are we not humans? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping. Intellectually speaking, it would be quite interesting to hear what she has to say about these things. Mr. Albert, I don't want to say that. Rather talk about something else. Well, let's just see if she can help. Oh, her eyes become large and round. That's so helpful of him. The lieutenant looks at you, and you can swear his jaw muscle is trembling. He's able to contain the anger and surprise. Unconventional police officers sometimes lose their guns. They go around and tell people about this to gauge their reactions. It's part of detecting. Incredible, she shakes her head. Simply incredible. And how is it going? Has this detecting produced a gun? It says it's almost ready to be found. Mr. Everett says it's almost ready to be found soon. Did he now? Her eyes narrow. Well, then it should be any day now, unless, of course, he's lying to you. Anyway, was there anything else you've heard? I don't think I should have said that. Of course, detective, she simmers down. Should something come up later down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat. Alright. Wow. That was a lot of stuff. The jam, mystery, Joyce's info on the lynching, find Morrow. Those are the ones we've got today. Oh dear, that's poor kid. I feel sorry for my partner here. I feel like he's just like babysitting me. I just want to know. Hey, up here, piggo.
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue d'Esperance. You wait and see.
Girl stills at the sailboat by the
The
pier.
streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth? Blood type? The last time I was tested for Hep C?
Huh. Just want to know your name, little lady. No need to get defensive.
And here I was, trying to be polite. Just can't win with you pigs.
Despite the sash, she puts the brush aside. A brush, an artist. The red splatter is urban expressionism. Keep looking off to the side. What are you looking at? What are you doing to the wall? Do you know anything about the recent murder? What are you looking at? She turns her head to face the coast, nods disdainfully towards Joyce performing maintenance on her boat. Hatred, disgust, it's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in a girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring. She hisses that Ozon, or someone's got to keep an eye on her. You mean Joyce? On first name basis with her, are we, Piggy? Moving up in the world? Why all the negativity? Have you got a crush on her? Aching for an opportunity to defend her honor? No? What are you doing to the wall? Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural. An arrow graffito visible from low orbit. She studies the wall, suddenly pensive. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. She don't know what to write. She don't know what to write. Have you ever tried your hand at graffito? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff like pigs go home, and Mona was here. Why are you so committed to defacing buildings? We rarely see pigs around here, though just union cads, and my name's not Mona. So, this place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fire can break up the tedium. I thought I'd mix it up, you know, summon the forces of crime and social chaos. A wall-sized invitation. Love public art. Don't mind us. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm going to have to stop you. This is hooliganism. Actually, I don't have an opinion. I lied. Love public art. Keep doing what you're doing. Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval. Hey, we just got another thought cabinet thing. She means the opposite. You keep looking off to the side. Do you know anything about the recent murder? She wrinkles her nose. I ain't no snitch. Big Stein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts. Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner. We weren't put to this earth to make your life pleasant. Alright, well, you were not that helpful. Let's see what the bow collector got me. early in the morning. The world is dark blue. The sparks light her face, a delicate composition of triangles. The street seems to grow longer, like a dolly zoom. And there's something in the air. You stand there and wave back at the shape growing smaller and smaller. Something that has always been there, a great see-through world. Tenderness you feel, the ghost of Revocol between you, carrying your signals. The holy messenger. Oh. Plus 3 shivers. That's pretty cool. Okay. Don't really know how to get there. Oh, is that back there in the... Can I get through here? Oh. Wow, yeah, I definitely didn't see that. That's cool. There's that kid that's always calling me names. Let's look at this stuff. A garden hose. It's worn. This won't be of use until the snow melts. Door. Oh, it's not selectable. Chairs and tables, eaten by rain and rot. Another splattering of bullet holes. Something's in there. Bum hat. Cool. This is like a rain harvester. Barrels are half filled with rainwater. Just a closed door, but you look at it suspiciously. Wait, I thought I was supposed to get in this greenhouse. I thought that was the whole point of getting back here. Huh. That's interesting. I'm gonna guess if I talk to that kid, they're just gonna curse at me more.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat?
Apparently she doesn't like people standing behind her back. Logic error, she's not sleeping right now.
Pigs come to take me out.
So it comes up with an audible. She's sleeping right now. Da-da-da. Sorry for sneaking up on you. Oh, why would you even say that? Why are you sneaking up on me? Not a good idea. Fair enough. Good. At least I don't have to talk to you. What's in here? Can I go in there? Alright, let's try the door. Must be another way into that building. Oh, really? So, can't believe... Huh. Alright, let's go the other way then. Oh, I guess maybe that's where she's going to do her art. Backyard wall. This is a wall on the side of a conceptualization. Possible? Why am I looking at this wall? Let's try. Failed. Just a wall. So many walls all over the Martinez. Weather-worn, cracked, paint, healing. I think since my shivers went up, I can go and actually talk to the dice lady again about why her business hasn't failed. A sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to the apartment buildings. It's locked. Knock. Door rattles against your knuckles. Knock again. Ugly one's voice calling from inside.
Stop banging on the door. I'm not letting any more strangers inside.
Hold on, who am I speaking to?
It don't matter who I am. Now, go on, get out of here.
This is the police. From within comes the faint sound of a broom sweeping across the concrete floor. This is the police. Open the door.
The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here.
Please let me inside. It's cold out here. But I'm not joking.
No, I already told you. I won't be responsible for any more strangers getting into the building. Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
She trails off, leaving the sentence unfinished. Backyard door. There must be another entrance to the east. Kim, tell her we're real policemen.
Madame, I assure you, we are real police officers.
The lieutenant repeats dutifully. There's no reply, just faint sweeping sound. Interesting. So that's the way over here that we were just at. Oh, You talked to the guy above the door. Oh, no, I haven't. Sorry, I didn't see your chat there, CEO of Ponage. That's a cool name. No, I haven't talked to him yet. A balcony with a view to the yard and the hanging. That smoker up there could be a witness. Yes. Good call. Hey, thanks for the tip. Smoker on the balcony. You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
Not looking for any trouble, officer, he says in a quiet voice. Despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame. Why are you whispering? It sounds like you're already in trouble. Trouble for me? I just want to know what's going on here. Yeah, that sounds good.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Fair enough. Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing. Actually, the gendarmerie really needs to talk to you.
Is it really that important?
He asks you, adjusting his shirt. Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Can you tell me your name? Looks like you've got a good view. Can you tell me your name? My name is Martin Martinez. That's funny. That's definitely not his real name. I know that. You're not actually called Martin Martinez. No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice? He scans the courtyard. It's silent, like the bottom of a well. Every sound captured and reflected back. Looks like you have a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging? I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away? We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday? Oh, he waves lazily with his cigarette. You already asked me that, didn't you? Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching? Did I? Pretty sure I didn't. Did I? No, not you. He gestured idly. Some more muscular type. Oh. Lieutenant takes out his little blue notebook, writes something down. And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman? Last week? I don't know. Look, he looks around the courtyard again. Old patio chairs and dead houseplants litter the scene. He's an actor. Declaiming a soliloquy. See how you hang on his every word. You didn't answer the question, what were you doing last Sunday? He sighs, I had a friend over. What kind of friend? It was my Sunday friend. It's funny, like a specific day friend. What's your friend's real name? Did he see something? He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette under the gray sky. Neighboring windows are streaked with rain. Alright, well, talk later. No, he won't. He takes one last drag of his cigarette before stubbing it out on the balcony. Convince him to stay. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going. So I have a 17% chance. Hey. Have you played this game before, CEO? This is my first playthrough, so I'm still kind of learning everything. Hey! That worked! This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows? Might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains. Hey, listen. Lower your voice. I'm just trying to make things okay again. Can we meet again somewhere else? For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes, compassion and a hint of understanding. When he speaks again, his voice is soft and deliberate. I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for. With a flick of his wrist, he sends the cigarette butt sailing over the rail. But hold on, what's that? For a split second, his hand lingers as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door. It's a sign! Good luck with the investigation. He walks away. Nice! Did you beat it, or did you just play through the game a little bit? Alright. He's gone. The lieutenant puts away his notebook and turns to you. We should run after him, see where he went. I don't really think we need to do that. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself. So we just give up? You're right, he probably didn't have anything important to say anyway. He could be a witness, him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type. He's asking about our case. Yeah, beat it. Just kind of checking people's experiences. Yeah, my friends, I had several friends that played it, and they beat it, and they all have recommended it to me, so I'm playing through it for the first time. It's quite the trip. Did leave us a sign. Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to the stone right over there. Lieutenant nods towards a small rock on a soggy patch of grass. Great. If we find a way inside that building, we can ask around for his apartment. Great, let's do that. I guess that's the rock there. Stone. A stone like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it. Turn it over. You gained a key to an apartment building. There's a key beneath it. Rusty from dirt. This must be for the front door. Idiot doesn't have an apartment number on it. This building has many apartments, and the man may be in any of them. How to find the right one? Just have to go in and see. Dang. I feel like I'm just going down so many different paths at the same time. Maybe I should go get the ammonia from Frit and finish the body investigation before I start diving into this. I thought I could get it. I thought it was implied that I could get it from here, but I guess I can't. Smoker on the balcony, jam mystery, Joyce's, inspect the victim's body. Get ammonia from the gardener or from the Frit store. It'll make it easier. Well, I talked to the gardener, and the gardener pretty much, she didn't give me the option to get the ammonia. Because the gardener is not really the gardener. So maybe if I had done it yesterday, that would have worked. What other kind of games do you play? You mostly just play story-driven stuff? Shivers all around you, rain falls through the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away. Spring thaw must be here, the snow is melting. What am I doing? Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair. What do I see? Gray skies. Like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another, rain falls down on the world. How does it feel? Humid. Your coat shields you from the rain while the city shivers around you. What is in the west? What is in the east? What is in the north? What is in the west? Sheets of rain over the water, flight of stairs leading into the ocean, wave after wave washing the coast of Marnaise with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. Oh, I've played Dark Souls. Haven't played Enter the Gungeon. I played Dark Souls a long time ago. I didn't finish it. Again, it was on one of my friend's recommendations. It's that was a intense experience. Those battles are hard. The ruins of half-sunken seafort crumble on an inlet beyond the bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky. Who are you ghosts? What is down the shore? Run your fingers through your dampened hair. Are you ghosts? It's down the shore. Who are you, ghosts? Skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps from the office windows. It's down the shore. Urban coastline, rain dripping off eternite-covered roofs. Cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction. A defunct research and development building, once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on stilts above the water. Beyond that, Coal City, end of all lines. Just through your dampened hair. Hair is an oily mess, flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance. Huh. The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide. Clench your teeth. To stop shuddering, shake your shoulders again. Let's shake our shoulders. You shudder, looking down at your feet. Dirty rainwater runs veins into the plaza of the snow. Oh, what's below? Collapsed storm drains, old sewage systems flooded with rainwater, hidden weapons cache from the Revolution, doors leading down to La Royaume, catacombs to which, for 3 centuries, they delivered the blue-blooded dead. That's interesting. It's in the north. Capsized apartments, tower blocks, crowd ones, and others 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Always collapsed from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play the morning news. And closer to here, a yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. Coal leaks into a puddle beneath a dead man's feet. It swings from a tree, bloated. Droplets of rain slip from his cheeks. It's in the south. A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of a motor vehicle inside the driver's watch. Water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He is too cold. The canal bridge has been raised. It's on the other side. The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. The beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops. Woodwork and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock. Where the hood at? Why am I not there? Shudder, look further. In the rain swept distance above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain. I think that's the one I'm from, or maybe that's the one Kim's from. Can't remember. Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink. Whoa, what's above? Coalition aerostatistics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where the rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears. Here's the thought. This rain will not let up anytime soon. At least we're dressed for it. Let's keep moving. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and go get that. Just gonna droplets of rain fall on the white and blue police livery of the motor carriage. Wait, why am I even thinking about this? Do something important, something murder-related. There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery. This is a Kupri Kinema. Kupri Motor Corps follow up to their highly successful workhorse, Kupri 40, answer to the Lum's Racing Bred Favre series. With its air-cooled rear-mounted 12-cylinder compression ignition engine, driving the rear wheels through 4-speed manual gearbox, Kinema is able to reach 100 kilometers per hour in 13.5 seconds and go on a top speed of 180 kilometers per hour. When it roll over in the first sharp corner, turn your attention to the motor carriage itself. Motor carriage don't interest me. When it roll over, the high center of balance is offset by a large battery bank mounted at the bottom of the cabin, feeding all the auxiliary systems and making the Kinema effectively a mobile power plant. It's cool. This tech talk is really rubbing me the right way here. Turn your attention to the motor carriage itself. Even at a standstill, the new body Kupri Kinema looks sleek and dynamic. The cabin is tilted frontward to give it a more aggressive, hunched look. Someone has waxed it recently. The machine really puts the loco back in locomotion point of the vehicle. Very cool. Don't like your machine. Yeah, definitely. The lieutenant smiles ever so slightly. Want to take a closer look. What's it packing in there? A fine machine. Run your hand over the smooth metal surface. It's packing. Yeah, what's it packing there? 130. I reckon. That's a 7-liter V12. An advancement of the KR18GU engine. Kupri 40 to be precise. That's what. Rub your chin. A 7-liter V12 must be an advancement of the... Let out a whistle. Mama's serving some serious macaroni. Oh, that's funny. 7.2 supercharged. The lieutenant is trying to suppress a smug smile unsuccessfully. Find machine. Yes, there's gentleness in the lieutenant's voice as his eyes run over the vehicle's contours. An extraordinary machine. It's nice and all, but why so modest? Put some zing in it. Flare it up. Slam it down. Helium headlights would improve the range and quality of the visual field a lot. Need to slam it, Kim. Make it more imposing. Ever thought about switching out to helium headlights? Actually, I have a pair at home, just haven't gotten around to fitting them yet. I need to lay some wiring for the ballast first. If we ever get this case solved, maybe we can do it together. That'd be fun. Maybe, he replies with an apologetic smile and nods. Yes, definitely maybe. And means no. Okay. Let's move on. What a good little conversation. If you have any more tips, CEO, let me know. So, yeah, the... Hang on 1 second. Whoop. Alright. Oh, I missed whatever that was. Oh well. I'm gonna try to talk to the... Maybe I missed something with the gardener? Or maybe the gardener isn't who I think it is. And I thought she was the gardener. Maybe some other person that's the gardener.
I've got nothing to say to you.
But you're rolling all
Why are you
this.
wasting
These
your
are
time?
all blanked out. Yeah. Alright, so I'm just gonna go try to buy the ammonia. And then maybe go investigate the body. Which the ammonia should be at Fritz, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, now I gotta remember, because talking to her doesn't do it. Maybe the ammonia's there. Sometimes the new dialogue comes up in the grayed out choices, I think. Depending on what you... Oh. Well... I might need to go back and talk to her then. Do you have any ammonia? Yeah, there's like an ampule somewhere. She waves her hand in the air, absent-mindedly. A bottle of magnesium. Oh, it's $1? Let's go back to the gardener first. Just real fast and see if we can get any ammonia from her. And if not, then we'll go back. We've already paid for our room tonight, so all the money is free and clear for the evening. Still gotta go pay for my dice from the dice maker. Thought I paid for them up front, but I guess I didn't. Yeah, because now I'm pretty sure she's not a...
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
Yeah, I think if I talked to her on the first day when she was still kind of a gardener, maybe I could have got something out of her, but I think we're just going to have to buy the ammonia now. Oh, I think I got a new thought. Do I want to... Direct modes of taxation? Oh no, okay, nothing new. Man, the thought cabinet is... interesting. It's kind of hard to wrap your head around. The game doesn't really give you a tutorial for it. Alright, let's just go ahead and get the, let's get that ammonia. To buy some ammonia. Alright. Inspect the victim's body. leave. Alright. Cool. Do I need to use that, is the question. Do I have anything like +1 reaction speed? I think I've got everything that's going to give me the best. It's going to be the best for. I guess I can't use it. So I guess it'll just whenever I go to the thing, it'll auto use it. Yeah. Go up that. Yeah, I know. I've been doing that. Right. I wonder if they keep adding. I wonder if they keep generating more trash. I went around the first couple streams and just picked up garbage. Yeah, I was wondering if maybe they keep adding. I didn't think about that. I don't see anything new. Alright, back to the body, finally. I think I've played for about 10 hours, a little over 10 hours, and I'm just now actually investigating the body because I went and did like a bunch of exploration inside stuff. Let's get that off for now. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah, I don't know. That's odd. Maybe I've definitely done it, but you're right. It does show that I haven't like used it for anything. Yeah, if it's orange, I see what you're saying. Here we go. Let's try this finally. There he is. There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated, dedicated to the corpse. That corpse smell, emitting it is all it does now. Has ammonia. You've waited long enough. Wow. My endurance is still just really low. I thought the ammonia would give me like a guaranteed success. Huh. Whoa. Failure. The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination of forces tears out your ducts. You managed to keep it in once. Wow. This game does not mess around. So I have to like level up my endurance to be able to do this. Second time not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears. I think I don't want to be a cop anymore. Spit and say nothing. Are you okay, officer? You feel the lieutenant pat you on the back. Heavy, rhythmic pats. You're facing tough odds here. It's aggravated further by the alcohol withdrawal. Why can't I keep it in? I've been a cop my whole life. This is bullshit. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be a cop. Can't we do something else? I want to solve something else right now. Do it without me. I just can't keep it down. I can't. Yeah, I've been a cop my whole life. I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. Never get used to the smell. Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate, throw up, initial autopsy, throw up, bag it, and pat you on your back again. Then drive to station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough. You seem to be fine. I think I've lost my sense of smell. There's a pause. A white lie. Not being hung over helps too. Can't we do something else? I don't want to solve. I want to solve something else now. That's probably a good idea. Clears your head. But before we can do that, he withdraws his hand from your back and looks you in the eye. You need to get your shit together. But I don't want to get my shit together. Shakes your head. No. Okay. Thought gained. Volume. That's good. We should go talk to locals, find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now. You have received a thought. Oh, I guess here is the tutorial about the thought cabinet. You received a thought. When this dialogue is over, Go to your thought cabinet in the bottom right and equip it. Give it half an hour, get yourself together, then come back, have another go. Turn away. That's funny. Alright. Dang. I don't have a skill point to unlock that. Temporary research bonus, none. Shit is apart, and it's rather unbecoming of a cop and a human being. It's supposed to be the opposite of that, altogether compressed in a small area to achieve a solid level of shit compression. Squeeze your butt cheeks together for 30 minutes. Do something similar with 2 hemispheres of your brain. Talk to people, maybe that will help. Well, that means I need to unequip one of these. Do I? Spend 1 skill point. Oh, I do. How did you see that? Oh, I guess it's right there, right? So if I come over here... Yeah, it shows one right there. Good call. Thanks, man. Confirm. I'm playing the Thinker class. What did you play whenever you went through it? CEO. Guess I don't have any money. Wonder how I get up there to her. I haven't talked to her today. Or balanced input. Didn't like. Or balanced empath. Didn't. Oh, did you build your own? I think I had one friend that played the Thinker, and then 2 friends that played the empath. Yeah. Let's see, Gart, you got anything to say?
Can I help you?
Nope. I don't know how to get up to talk to that girl. Guess I could talk to these guys. Is there anything else that really needs to be? Smoker on the... That's right there. Oh, wait, that's a different smoker. Guess I could go in there. Jam mystery, I could go do that. Choice. Okay, yeah. Let's go talk to... I really feel like I should investigate the body before I talk to those people. Alright. Yeah, let's do a little investigation. We talked to this guy. He seems nice. Okay, let's see, what time is it? It's like... It's... Huh. I think I should take a break here and eat some dinner. Before I start investigating other people. This is kind of a good stopping point for now, actually. Alright, yeah, I think we'll stop here for now. Thanks for your help, CEO. I appreciate you dropping by and helping out. It's nice talking to you. Hope you have a good evening, and I'll probably be back later tonight, maybe like hour and a half, 2 hours, play a little bit more. But stop back by if you want to. If not, thanks for hanging out with me. If you guys want to check out any of the older streams, there's a link on the YouTube page, or a link on the Twitch page over to YouTube where I put them up there. If you want to go back and look at any of the other ones, I did a Gears Tactics Let's Play all the way through, so you can check those out. And then if you're watching this on YouTube, there's a link in the description to come back over to Twitch to watch them live. So thanks for watching, and everybody have a good night.